Hey everyone, we're Deb and Matt, and today we're here to do our cabin review. We're on Royal Caribbean Ovation of the Seas, and this is our review of cabin
12594. We've been in it, as Deb said, for the last 18 nights. So Deb, let's walk people through any of the challenges, problems, good, bad, if there's been any of both.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's stick on. Where do you want to start?
All right, well, I'm in the front. We may as well just go over. It's easier to walk through it to remind ourselves of anything. All right, first off, air conditioning. I have found it pleasantly good for most of the thing. I think there was a couple times it got cold. We just literally opened the balcony door.
Or adjusted the temperature.
Yeah, let some fresh air in. But temperature-wise, good. I'm thinking thumbs up on that one.
Yep. So the air conditioning, obviously the door doesn't work. The air conditioning doesn't work if the balcony door's open.
Correct. It does shut down as soon as you open up that door. I think on this section, nothing really to report on here. Going into bathroom, there's only a couple of things I want to mention, not a criticism at all. But in your shower here in this cabin, it's just a body wash. Now, it is just a very basic body wash. There's nothing lathering beautifully about it. So if you do like certain ones, maybe bring those along with you. And you also, when you're hand washing, you only get a bar of soap. So I generally like to pack a hand wash, a pump little bottle with me. If you're happy with hand soap, by all means, but just another little tip on that one in the rooms. So shower was great.
Yep.
Pressure was fantastic. Nice and hot. You can adjust that. There's nothing wrong with that one.
Hanging for towels and things.
So you've got your two on the door. I'm just going to jump in here. And then you've got another one on the back of the door there. But just a little tip, in case you didn't know, that the towels
here on Royal Caribbean,
have this little hook. So they are meant to be hung like that. It's a great little one that we learnt a few trips ago, didn't we? Stops them falling off.
And it does open, they naturally sort of just open out a little bit, don't they?
That's exactly right. And then you do have a another one of these in the shower. So that's my scrubber bag. So that's just the whole other thing that you may have seen in some of my videos. That's for my washing of clothes. But another hook in there that I can actually hang that up to dry once I finish using it.
And there's some other towel hanging spots here.
Yep. You get your hand towels down here and stuff. I think it's ample storage in there. I am going to get moving on working out a better bathroom idea though.
Okay.
So, all right. Now, everything beside the beds, the lamps, the PowerPoints, everything will work in great working order. There's no dramas with anything there.
I've got one complaint or one concern.
All right.
Before we get to that.
Tell me about it.
We kept getting invaded every night, or just about every night. These bloody creatures kept coming into the room. We'd turn up and they'd be here just wanting to attack, little puppies, little sea snails.
Yes, so anyway. Nothing to do with the cabin at all.
So the cabin does have a reasonable sized TV here. It's a Samsung TV. All your account details and everything, billing for your cruise are all here on the screen. You can access that, plus a whole range of pre-recorded shows, Royal Caribbean and cruise specific, but also a bunch of sports, National Geographics, things like that. So TV is there. We do have a video coming out though, because on Ovation of the Seas, you can actually connect these TVs to HDMI, and I will put a video out that explains all that. Make sure you follow along or are now subscribed. It's also linked somewhere up here above me. Then we've got the working area. So this is the desk space. This is where we do the bulk of our work from. This table's great because not a lot of people realise, but this table's not fixed. So you can actually take the table and, if you want to, go and sit on the deck and do some work if you have to do some work. Which is...
Just maybe watch the weather.
Watch the weather when you do it. But it just slides in and out. There is a chair. So as you can see, in these 4-berth rooms, it does get a bit narrow here because when the bed is pulled out. But speak to your cabin steward because you can have that put away during the day. Most cabin stewards will oblige that for you, put it away in the morning and then just pull it out at night. But there is a chair here as well, otherwise, for when you are working in this space. And you can just sit here, get your work done. You've got all your power options. We found it worked great. No dramas at all.
Actually, I just want to step back one step. I just remembered something.
Returning to normal programming with Deb.
I just wanted to make a comment, and I will do a whole storage video as well. But on Ovation of the Seas, generally in this cabin, on the back of this door here, you actually have these baskets that are fixed. So I didn't have those. So that was a bit of a shock when I got in here. I'm like, oh. But to be honest, the storage is actually so much better having that space to put that in there. So I actually do prefer not having the baskets.
So that was in the end, even though you thought it was a negative, it ended up being a plus.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I actually did like that. That was one
there
thing.
you go.
Another thing we actually noticed when we got into this cabin, and previous cabins that we've had, we've always had that over the bed storage above the sofa lounge as well. But on this one, we didn't have it. So that was a bit of a shock to us. We were expecting to see the same that we've got over our bed above this one. And we have noticed that some cabins do seem to have it and some don't. So we haven't quite worked out how to find that out just yet.
I've got an idea. I think it's to do with the engineering and the pillars coming down to support the top decks. And just looking from outside.
Okay, so yeah, I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't have that because that's great storage area. But to be honest, I actually didn't find that we were struggling in the end.
No.
So, because Noah put all his stuff in his drawers behind here. But yeah, no, I think in the end, I was quite happy with what storage we actually had.
Yep, I agree. So, yeah, we had all the drawers over here as we explained in the full cabin tour at the beginning. But yeah, we got through the storage issues without drama.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything?
I was going to say, anything else?
Well, location. So the location of this cabin, we're on deck 12. It's a midship cabin. We are actually here. 12594 is directly across from one of the main service doors for crew coming up through the centre of the ship. So there's no interior cabins directly opposite us. What that has meant, which has been pretty cool, is a couple of times as we've gone to leave the cabin, we've bumped into the captain.
This is very true.
Because access through to the bridge is on this deck.
But just so you might think, oh my gosh, that would probably be really noisy, the crew in and out all day. It actually hasn't been.
No.
And obviously they're not coming in and out during the night.
No.
As well. So that hasn't bothered us one little bit. And also we've had a couple of days of some decent rough seas.
Yeah.
And all I found is just the rocking to, back and forward to sleep. Really, it hasn't been a major. Had a little bit of noise in like some of the creaking, but
yeah, a little bit of creaking in the cabin, mostly in the bathroom.
Yeah.
A little bit with the coat hangers, but yeah, the coat hangers are easily managed, all the same.
Absolutely.
But yeah, the cabin, really good location. We're right between the front and the midship lifts.
Yep.
So easy to get up and down wherever we want to go.
No noise above us because it's only cabins above us, so we didn't have that. That's just a tip. Always check what's above you.
And below.
True. Could be music more than anything. But no.
And we're also not located near smoking areas. So we're not getting that noise travelling from deck 5 or like up from deck 5 or down from deck 14 because there's no smoking areas on the ship near us. So we don't get late night noise from people laughing and having a few drinks.
No, not at all. Overall,
thumbs up.
Big thumbs up from me too.
Yep.
12594. You've looked after us, especially for our Transpacific 18-night cruise.
Yes, and we've survived this with 3 people. That's the context of this cabin review. 3 people in this room for 18 nights. And Deb hasn't wanted to kill me. And on that note, you will probably be looking and interested in some more videos. So there's a whole bunch of them on the screen now. We hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
see you in the next video.
We'll see you in the next one.